Nestled in the hills of Virginia, where touching the Hokie Stone means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will...
Don't be that guy, bro.
There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
Don't you got shit to do in the morning, bro? Come on, bro. Get off my stream.
The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen...
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. And he rolls into the house.
Well, they going to have to score 37 straight to beat me by 30, nigga.
And these offensive coordinators...
Nah, bro, you're going to be tired, bro. I'm trying to tell you right now.
The run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will go to work for the first time. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's caught. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more.
Touchdown, Hokies! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He's going to bring it out. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Pitts. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You've got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He looks that one in nicely. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He leaves it with his back. On the move at the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Canes in the hurry up. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to make the tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green ahead. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? On the option. He'll pitch it. He breaks a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Personal foul. Unnecessary third. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half.
That's that boy Cheeks.
Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Column. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Hokies will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
He chucks one out to the right. He's got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throw to the end zone, picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Zings it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honored, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Passing the defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught
it. Leaves it with the running back. He smashes his way through again. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect him to go, and he breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the returner will be brought
Log on and check them. Fuck, nigga.
About to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Hokies want to move quickly. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Pounding, pounding, pounding. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, you're not going to do anything about it. You want to be a great offensive coordinator? Keep calling the run.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progression.
Ooh, he got saucy on.
First, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quickly complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Got him downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving...
A shot toward the end zone, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coming up, fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the the offense has to answer the bell. But good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Safe completion on the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads.
Pulls it in on the left. And he's running in the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hurricane. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon. He showed it to all of us right there.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And he's dragged down. 3rd down coming up after the completion. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. On target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires it.
True freshman, fuck niggas. 5-star, fuck niggas.
On the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Buys a little extra time. He fires it out to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
Pressure coming. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Unloads it left. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cut him in the back end.
Sorry, my guys. I am so sorry.